I'm Hugo.
And I am Jake.
And this is Unpopular Culture, and welcome back. If you guys didn't see our previous video, this week we're talking about a lot of the San Diego Comic-Con trailers, and today we're talking about none other than Justice League by Zack Snyder, and I guess now, Joss Whedon. He's also on board.
Little touch of Joss. Just like the most DC trailers, looks like it could be good, except it didn't blow its wad on the end, did it? Not yet. Not like Batman v Superman, right?
I don't think this looked good.
I think I think parts of it looked good because, I like Aquaman. I don't like the part where he body surfs. I like, Batman looks cool. Hopefully Superman's super far away from this, but then there's the little thing at the end that could be Superman. And Wonder Woman was good, and I liked her. Hopefully it's good.
Based on what you just said, I guess I don't understand what you're excited about, because yes, again, we missed
Excited's a strong word. I'm optimistic because Wonder Woman was a competent film, and if this was the first film we'd ever seen of a DC movie, we'd be like, oh, okay, this trailer looks fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if I would say it looks fine, though.
But it's not Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman blew its wad on the final fucking fight in the whole movie in the first trailer.
I think they blew it on this one, too. I don't really...
Did they?
I think that... Do you think Aquaman, that body surfing, isn't part of the final battle? Yeah, it's gonna be. There were a lot of shots of shit like that.
Well, I guess, but they didn't show Darkseid and stuff.
So. Well, I don't think Darkseid's even showing up in this movie. It's his general.
Are they doing two parts to this?
Yeah, Justice League Part 1 and Part 2.
Well, we didn't see the general's face either, so...
Yeah.
Hopefully... I guess we'll see. Maybe we'll see.
I think it looks like a big... And again, we've talked about CG before. CG can be done well. The Marvel movies, I'm sure, use just as much, maybe more CGI than the DC movies. But the way it's used is more competent in the Marvel movies.
Yeah, it's because there's more colors, and this is more muted, and so it stands out.
No, I don't even think it's that. I think it's like, for instance, the Aquaman body surfing scene. There's actually, I think it was from The Hobbit, there's a famous really bad CG scene where Legolas, does a flip and, slides off the tail of a thing. It's shit like that. It doesn't, you can tell, it's an uncanny valley physics thing where it just looks so cartoony. It's silly. It doesn't look real.
The physics don't.
There are no stakes. It looks bad.
When Iron Man and the Hulk smashed through the building in Age of Ultron, it didn't look bad. It didn't look cartoony.
No.
It looked like the physics were there, so yeah, I guess you're right.
It's just, it screams to me, and I know Zack Snyder's going through some shit right now. I'm not criticizing him as a human being. I'm criticizing him as a director.
Sure.
He likes to just throw shit at the wall. Look at that. He's almost like a Michael Bay, a toned down Michael Bay.
A little bit, yeah.
Except without the explosions. He likes action shots.
He likes
and
buildings
stuff.
Exploding without fire.
Right, to the detriment of the actual story,
Sure.
without realizing that the thing that makes the action good in the first place is the story that gets you invested in the action. Action, without you being invested in the characters, is a movie you don't give a fuck about, which is how I felt about Batman v Superman, for the most part.
I liked... Again,
and Suicide Squad.
Basically, Suicide Squad is beyond... That's worse than Man of Steel and Batman v Superman to me. It's worse than both.
Suicide Squad's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Is it the worst DC movie?
It's the worst superhero movie.
No, you haven't seen Catwoman or Elektra.
No. Oh, well, does Elektra even count?
Yeah, Supergirl. Have you seen Supergirl?
Supergirl, the show?
No, Supergirl, the movie from the 70s.
No, I'm talking about this I
get... Okay,
no,
well,
we don't count the old
You're
stuff.
drawing an arbitrary line, though.
No, I'm not. I mean, since Sam Raimi and...
Okay, are we saying...
Since Sam Raimi, that's basically been, the resurrection, because then the Schumacher Batman films were, happening. It was past Batman Forever, or Batman Returns, I mean. You know what I'm saying? That kind of started...
Raimi Spider-Mans came out in the early 2000s.
I know.
The Batmans were already done by the mid-90s because
the last one,
fucked it up.
Batman and Robin was the year before Spider-Man or something.
Was it
90? Was it 97? Okay,
we'll
call it Raimi anyway. Those were weird as fuck, but
it was less than a decade, I'll say, but it was more than 2 or 3 years.
But I remember the buzz around Spider-Man being oh, this is a good movie, and now we look at it and we're like,
Sam Raimi fans like the movie, and I can understand that. I like Sam Raimi. I like his movies. I like the Evil Dead series.
3's just so bad.
But I'm I'm not gonna shit on that movie. I'm not gonna do it. But, because it's got problems, but I think the problems in Spider-Man 3, I think those problems are persistent in all of the Spider-Man movies. I don't understand why 3 was where they started to be like, wait a minute, this is really silly.
Three's because they fucked up Venom so bad.
I think that's part of the reason.
And, but anyways, so, I want it to be good. I think Batman was good in Batman v Superman if Superman wasn't in the scene.
But you can't just
No, I'm just saying, well, no, what I'm saying is Batman's in this movie, he's a very main character, could be good stuff there. What I'm worried about, Flash looks like probably the best character. Aquaman looks fine. I'm worried about Cyborg so much. He looks lame. Now, by the way, they upgraded the look from the first trailer that we saw.
The CG looks better than
it does look better.
We assumed that would happen because that always
Sure.
happens with trailers.
Right.
They're still the work in progress
but
of the CG. But
like they show some lines like, "I'll take over from here," Alfred's like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it. But see, the thing is, Marvel does this too. It reminds me of Doctor Strange had a lot of forced humor that I didn't think worked for that movie. Because Marvel at this point, I think they think every movie needs to be the exact same level of funny, and that's not the case. We know that now. I mean, they've done Civil War and stuff, which had less humor, but
I think
for some
Civil
reason,
War is one of the better movies.
Sure,
yeah.
but I'm saying everyone can force in humor, and this feels like a forced in. We need to add in
levity so that we can like break the dark and gritty tone that everyone criticizes us for.
It feels like they already had a script or something, and then they said they went to the script doctor and said, "Hey, can you add in some jokes to this?"
Aren't doctors supposed to heal?
I don't. That's not the point. No, Carrie Fisher was a script doctor for a long time. Did you know that?
She can get a lot done.
She actually worked on a lot of really good. She's actually apparently a really great script doctor.
She probably popped some Adderall, took a couple bumps of coke, and then went after it, and that's why she died.
I mean, it's not a productive drug. I'm not saying.
No, absolutely. No, I'm not saying she's wrong for doing it. I'm just saying like you burn your candle at both ends, and well, anyways, I have hopes for this movie, but they're not based on anything other than hope. It's not like I saw anything in the trailer that goes, "Oh yeah, this is different." It's not like the Thor Ragnarok in reference to the Thors. It's not. There's not a tonal shift. It's a. Now they did say internally that there will be, and I think the Flash is really going to help this movie. I think they're going to come out of here saying, "Oh, the Flash scenes were really good. The Batman scenes were really good, but when everyone's together, it was weird." Right?
That sounds about right.
So if they can load it up with Flash and Batman, and please don't make the Doomsday fight this fight. It's going to be the same fight.
Oh, by the way, I got to bring this up in the trailer. This pissed me off. Straight up pissed me off. I told you this too. In the trailer, Batman's giving a monologue, and he's like, Superman, he was more than just a hero. He gave the world hope. Motherfucker, did you see Batman vs. Superman? Zack Snyder, you wrote the scripts for both of these. Do you just forget the previous movie you made the minute you, like, put the camera down? I know the director's doing... Shut the fuck up, not the point. Anyway, they didn't earn this. It's like they want us to be like... They're acting like this is their Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
They're acting like they have Marvel has a decade of history, like, to build up this. They're acting like we're all, like, on the edge of our seat going... I can't wait to find out if Superman comes back from the dead and if they defeat Darkseid. It's all been building up to this.
We needed... what we legit needed was 2 Batman movies... A Flash movie, the Wonder Woman movie could have been out. I don't need Cyborg. He can be joined in Avengers. That's fine. Or, see,
yeah.
Justice League.
Superman needed to do
I think
movies.
Aquaman would be fine, too. I think you can join them in and then do movies later, kind of like,
Like they're doing now with Captain Marvel and stuff.
Right, yeah, just kind of join them in.
Like, literally...
I don't care about Arthur Curry's backstory at all. I don't care.
None of the people in this movie, except for Wonder Woman, have had a solo movie at
Right.
this point.
Well,
Except Superman, but I'm
he's
assuming he
in,
shows up at the end as a Deus Ex Machina. I'm not counting
Right.
him, because I'm assuming it's going to be basically
Now,
a cameo.
I have heard another theory that maybe was Nightwing, which would be miles better and totally unhelpful because he's Nightwing. He's worse Batman.
Yeah.
You would need Superman to fight. Anyways, still though, if that's the reveal, that'd be cool as fuck. I love Nightwing's cool. They're trying to make a Nightwing movie as well.
They're making a Batgirl movie too
just
with
don't-
Joss Whedon.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up by making this movie shit. This movie probably shouldn't exist. But like I said, it gives me enough to hope for, but also enough to be pessimistic about. I'm just not as mad as you.
I'm not mad. I'm
Yeah.
just I don't like cynical marketing, and I can see.
I feel like the people in charge of the actual filming aren't cynical in marketing. I feel like the executives are the
that's
cynical.
what I'm saying. That's
right.
why we're getting 2 cuts of every DC movie.
Right.
They didn't do Wonder Woman, of course, because that one wasn't terrible. But
'Cause
like they keep doing this shit. It's like they keep trying to micromanage. Something happened with Wonder Woman though, where they let Patty Jenkins do her shit, and it worked out. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not super thrilled. This is honestly, it's so weird because I even said before, I was like, well, if Wonder Woman's good, I'll be more excited for Justice League, but I'm not, because I put a lot of the successes of Wonder Woman on Patty Jenkins and not on the people who made Suicide Squad.
And also, I think the one big thing that they did wrong in Wonder Woman was the mustache guy. And if your big fight is another mustache guy or another Doomsday, your big fights suck.
Yeah.
If our climax is worse than the coitus of the movie, the fuck are we here for?
It's actually weird in that Marvel and DC both have problems with third act and fights, but in different ways. DC has the problem of one big bad CG bad guy, whether it be Zod or Doomsday or,
I like the Zod fight for
know.
what it was, but it was like, because it was the first the Superman fight seemed fine, and he kind of had the same Spider-Man thing going on that we talked about earlier, where he wasn't honed and stuff. But that keeps happening, and it won't be good.
Sure. And Marvel has their, they have that thing where it's like waves of nameless, faceless enemies.
The Man of Steel fights I hated were the non-Zod fights. The fights between him and the other Kryptonians were bad.
Did you not like those? I thought those were fine.
I liked the Zod fight better because Zod and him were kind of, I don't know. And then the end was fun, I guess. like he breaks his fucking neck. I thought that was kind of cool.
Did you just describe the universally hated?
Yeah, I don't know why I like
of Man of Steel as
why is that
fun.
Why is
Holy
that
shit.
hated?
It's fucking terrible. It's a terrible end to it. It's.
I think I liked it.
You bring up tone all the time. I'll bring up tone to you. Like, Superman and Lois Lane having their first.
Lois Lane is the worst.
Having their first romantic kiss in the ruins of 9/11 times 1,000.
No. Stop the scene after the neck break, please. Don't think about anything with Lois Lane is the worst.
Still, it's after the destruction
The end of the fight.
The destruction of the Metropolis juxtaposed with the scene right after of Superman landing and talking to that military guy.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I'm saying the fight, not the end of the movie. And then he makes there's a joke. He's hot. Anyways, not a Man of Steel discussion. It's just indicative of the problems that this franchise has. We shall see. Also, they're doing a Flashpoint movie. That was confirmed, right?
Are they going to reboot it? Is this
if they reboot it with a Flashpoint and everything's like, ooh, it's different now, that's fine.
I'd be like, okay, fuck it.
They are doing a Flashpoint though. So with Ezra Miller, if you don't know that story, watch it on. I think it's available on HBO Now right now.
It is. So
very good.
I guess that's it. Sorry, people who like. I liked. Look, I like DC. I just don't like the Warner Brothers DC movies lately. It's not even like...
I'm really upset because Batfleck is super cool.
Right. I don't know. If it makes you guys
Flash
feel
is
better,
super good.
the Dark Knight trilogy is better than anything Marvel has ever done. So, DC is capable of making good movies under Warner Brothers, but...
You need Christopher fucking Nolan to do it.
Anyway.
Do we even want to sign off at that point?
No.